Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. More on the election, November 2016. In this video, I want to talk about marijuana. There are 9 states that have marijuana on the ballot. There are 4 considering medical marijuana expansion or allowance, and 5 who have gone to recreational. Now, first, for the medical marijuana, first state is Arkansas. There was recent litigation. The litigation has been resolved, and this is on the ballot in November. If you are, they are going to vote. The litigation over the ballot initiative has been resolved, and medical marijuana will be on the ballot in Arkansas in 2 different sections. One is to allow independent commercial licenses for 8 grow facilities and 40 for-profit dispensaries. As far as use, the vote provides for up to 20 nonprofit pharmacies to sell medical marijuana. They will need to be licensed centers for you to buy from them if this passes, or you can grow up to 10 plants. Next, Florida. Florida has on the ballot whether or not to amend its existing medical marijuana law, and this would allow for minors to partake if they have parental consent. Also, they are proposing to add cannabis oil to be allowed for cancer patients and for those suffering from epilepsy. So that's Florida. Montana is the 3rd state that will have medical marijuana on the ballot in November 2016. In Montana, they are proposing to expand the existing law to repeal the 3-patient limit, to repeal the unannounced visits on the dispensaries, and to add chronic pain and PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, as acceptable conditions for obtaining permission from your doctor or a prescription for medical marijuana. And the 4th state to have medical marijuana on the ballot this time is North Dakota. And this is proposing to allow, if you are living more than 40 miles from a licensed dispensary, then you can grow 8 plants. So those are the 4 states, Arkansas, Florida, Montana, and North Dakota, that have medical marijuana on the ballot this election. Now, moving to recreational marijuana, there are 5 states. First up, Arizona. Similar to Arkansas, Arizona's had a lot of court battles over this, and those have all been resolved. Arizona Proposition 205 is on the ballot to stay. You will be voting on it in November. Adults can possess up to 1 ounce, and they can grow up to 6 plants. Consumption, if this is passed, must be in private. And generally speaking, the states define private as a home, except for one that I will mention in a minute. All right, so that's Arizona. Next up is California. Proposition 64 would provide for recreational marijuana use by people 21 and older. You would be able to possess up to 10 ounces. You could buy dried flowers and other products from a licensed facility. And also California, if this passes, would be resentencing prior convictions for marijuana use. And also those using it recreationally would be able to grow up to 6 plants. All taxes for recreational marijuana sales would be up to the local jurisdictions. Maine has question number 1 on the ballot in November for recreational marijuana. In Maine, if this passes, you would be able to adults would be able to consume marijuana in private. The option will be for the cities. So if this passes statewide in Maine, then each city will vote up or down whether or not to allow or ban the use and sale in their cities. Massachusetts has question number 4 for recreational marijuana. If passed, 21 and older people would be able to purchase it. They would be able to keep up to 10 ounces. They would be able to grow 6 plants, and cities would allow whether or not to allow or ban it, and also how to tax it. Shops would be required to have a license, and for anyone that will be selling in Massachusetts, there, in addition to all local and state taxes, there will be an additional 3.75 excise tax on the sales. And finally, the fifth state coming in November 2016 for recreational marijuana on the ballot is Nevada. Question number 2. It would allow, if passed, it would allow adults 21 and older to purchase and consume marijuana. They would be able to have up to 1 ounce or 6 plants. They would have to consume it in private or at a retail store where marijuana is sold. And the 6 plant growing is only if you are more than 25 miles from a licensed seller. So there you have it, the 9 states that have votes on marijuana, medical and recreational. Stay tuned for the next video on the other ballot initiatives. If this video was helpful, give us an indication by a thumbs up, share it with someone who may be interested, and I'll see you next time.